The days of evolving your Pokemon by simply leveling up are behind us. I'm gonna tell you guys how to evolve all the brand new Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. Let's take a look. You got a Dunsparce and you want to evolve it into Dudunsparce? No, I didn't stutter. You got to learn the move Hyper Drill and level it up, which starts at level 32 is when you're going to learn Hyper Drill. You've got a 1 in 26 chance to get the 3-segment Dudunsparce. Otherwise, you're left with just a shoddy 2-segment one. It's totally random and really frustrating, and in my opinion, the most disappointing Pokemon in this game in terms of new evolutions. Sorry. This one took me forever to figure out, but my boy Rellor evolves into Rabsca by walking 1,000 steps in the Let's Go mechanic in a muddy area like the marsh. So you actually have to send it out into a muddy area like the marsh, which is actually pretty close to the starting location of the game. That's where I did it. Just walk around with it. Don't get on Koraidon and Miraidon. Just walk around, let him out of its Pokeball, and let's go and just walk around. And after 1,000 steps, level it up, and it'll evolve into Rabsca. If you want to evolve your Greavard into Houndstone, you got to get it to level 30 and do it at nighttime. By evolving it and leveling it up at level 30 at nighttime, it will evolve into a Houndstone. Easy way to get that. Girafarig into one of my favorite evolutions in the new game is Farigiraf. The way you do that is simply level it up with Twin Beam, its moveset. Twin Beam is a move that it learns at level 32 as well, so simply get it to level 32, learn the move Twin Beam, and then level it up again, and it should evolve into a Farigiraf. Finizen is one of the ones that's probably the most funny to evolve into Palafin. I remember when the game first was leaking, a lot of people were on Twitter trying to figure out how do we actually evolve Finizen into Palafin? This is crazy. Well, it turns out you gotta get to level 38, but that's not it. You've actually gotta do it in co-op play, which means you gotta have your friends playing with you in co-op and witnessing this wonderful Finizen in-game, and then ultimately it can evolve that way. It was wild actually watching people try to figure out how to evolve it. Do we use the little cutout that's by the pier? Do I have to feint a Pokemon? Do I have to do something in Let's Go? Do I have to switch it out and then feint something? The amount of things that people try to get this thing to evolve was insane, but ultimately it was figured out that you do need to be in co-op play, a very unique evolution method. Probably up there with Runerigus, I would say at this point. Some of the easier ones, Capsakid evolves into Scovillain, the new Fire and Grass type, by simply using a Firestone. And Tadbulb is going to evolve into Balibolt by simply using a Thunderstone, so another pretty easy one. Tendamaus, apparently you beat a Pokemon with it and get to level 25, you'll have a 1 in 26 chance to get the rare version of Tendamaus, which is a bit of it weird to get Maushold. It's a 1 in 26 chance, much like the Dunsparce. So some of these rarer forms are just simply odds-based and can be a little bit frustrating to kind of get. If you want to evolve your Cetoddle into a Cetitan, you simply need an Ice Stone to do that. Pawmo into Pawmot, its final stage of Pawmi, is to walk 1,000 steps in Let's Go and then level it up. So much like Rellor into Rabsca, it's the same thing. You're going to use the Let's Go functionality, let it out of its Pokeball and let's go. You don't have to battle things, you can simply walk around the map. It's very easy to do. It only takes like 2 or 3 minutes and then you level it up and you should be good to go. The same goes for Bramlin and Brambleghast. You can see here that I simply took a Bramble, I walked around with it in the desert. I don't think the location matters for Bramlin, and you just walk around for a little bit, run around for 3-5 minutes, whatever it is, level it up, and then you should have no problems having it evolve into a Brambleghast, which is actually growing on me a little bit. I didn't like this Pokemon initially, but it's pretty sweet. Gimmighoul's chest form can evolve into Goldhengo, and the way you do that is by getting 999 Gimmighoul coins. It's going to take a little while, but you can get those from those different watchtowers. They do respawn. You get about 50 to 100 coins from the chest versions of Gimmighoul. Otherwise, you can find them throughout the region at Pokemon centers and different signs. You'll get 1 to 5 coins from those. Generally, the watchtower is going to be your best bet, so I'd recommend doing like a rotation every few hours. I'm not positive on the respawn on them, whether it's daily or not, but I had one respawn a few hours after I kind of did the first one, so it may be kind of random chance to respawn, but they do respawn, so you shouldn't have any problems racking up those 999 coins. Charcadet can evolve into one of 2 different Pokemon, obviously, Armaruge and Ceruledge, and the way you actually do that is by getting the Auspicious Armor. You actually have to talk to a man in Zapapico, and he will give you the item you need to evolve it, but you have to have 10 Bronzor fragments or 10 Sinistea fragments, depending on the game you're playing in. Sinistea, obviously, for Ceruledge, Bronzor for the Armaruge. So you have those different fragments. He'll ultimately give you the item you need to evolve your Charcadet into a Ceruledge or a Armaruge. Kingambit may be the craziest evolution method. I know there's a lot of talk about utilizing this item called Leader's Crest. However, I was actually able to get my Bisharp to evolve by simply defeating what's called a Leader Bisharp, which is very, very weird. So you actually travel to the bamboo forest that's in the top part of the map near the fighting Team Star member, and you'll find that there's some different spawns of Bisharp that are surrounded by other Pokemon. They could be surrounded by Pawniard, or actually Foongus and Amoonguss, believe it or not. I believe all of them count. You have your Bisharp defeat 3 of those, I believe. I believe it's 3. That's what I had success with. You defeat 3 of those leader Bisharp, and your Bisharp will evolve into Kingambit. I actually tested it myself. It worked. I also found a shiny Pawniard in the process, which was kind of funny during this testing. So shoutouts to the random shiny while recording. I feel like these things never happen to me, but it happened this time. So that's pretty sweet. And of course, if you want to evolve your Primeape into an Annihilape, that's a pretty good one. You're going to use the move Rage Fist 20 times. So a nice shout out to Pokemon Legends Arceus, where we had a handful of evolutions that were based on utilizing signature moves multiple times. That seems to be the case here with Annihilape. You're going to use Rage Fist 20 times, and it should evolve, no problemo. That pretty much covers all the new evolution methods for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. If you found this video helpful, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and let me know what your favorite evolution method is in the new games. You can use the comment section below and let me know. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.